it's time for you to be quiet.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to your Virgo full moon burn ceremony. Now, you can barely see me because the fire is so big already. My husband is congratulating himself behind because he, right, been the fire keeper. Wow. I don't know. Apparently, the fire is like, I've been wanting to burn this away. Scared the bejesus out of me. So we're working with the new fire pit. It should be fine, hopefully. If not, maybe you should probably get buckets of water because apparently we have a lot of stuff to burn. Hopefully that if you are with us, you are the ones that have purchased your full moon burn ceremony. So I'm going to come up to you a little bit so you can hear me and so I don't have the thing burned. But I want to talk to you before we start. And we're going to let me put the camera this way. Hi, everyone. How are we doing tonight? Thank you for joining me. And we are going to do our full moon. Because I wanted to make sure that you got the link and could get in without any problems, we're leaving this public. So because it is public, I want to make sure that your intentions are sacred and they're also private. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm only going to be saying your first name. We don't have anybody, I believe, that has same names. We don't. So what I'm going to do is just say your name as I do your burn ceremony for you. I have some things to talk about before we do that. But I want to run through this for you so you know what's going to happen. So when I start the burn, I will have your first name. I will say your last name in my heart, and then I will start saying what you have intended. I am going to kind of put my own intuitive spin. So I'm going to take your intention and I'm really going to see what's deeper underneath that really wants to be burned away, the distortion, if you will, that wants to be burned away for you. As this happens, what I want you to do as we do this, even if you're seeing this afterward, I want you to feel into that particular intention that you have and allow that to be burned away. If you are somebody who doesn't have the full moon, did not get a full moon puja, and you would like, or you feel like you have an issue that is very similar to something that we are talking about, allow that to go into there as well. Yes, we are burning it away for ourselves as an individual, but by the way, it's connected to all of our own distortion. So if you hear someone else's intention and it goes with yours, allow that part of your block to also be burned away. So thank you all for joining us. Thank you so much for getting this full moon puja. And I really hope that you have many, many blessings for this entire year and to really anchor in to letting this go and manifesting who we'd like to be, making that higher and lower self begin to merge and making it reality and really walking and taking action in our truth and within our vision and purpose. So before we start, what I want to do is we're going to call upon each one of you. I want you to call upon your guides, guardians, ascended masters, angels, ancestors, and anyone that is with you for your highest and greatest good to come in and help serve the fire, serve you, and serve the collective as we burn this away. So I'm going to go down the list and I'm going to call in. I've already called in mine, Katie's, Vanessa's, and Collie's, and they can call themselves in too. But I'm going to go down the list just with your first name, and we're going to call upon your teams, okay? I am Nicole Oman. I call upon Victoria, guides, guardians, angels, ascended masters, ancestors, and any beings of her highest and greatest good that would help serve her higher self and her higher purpose tonight. I call upon Taisharna Erica, her guides, guardians, angels, ascended masters, ancestors, and anyone in her highest and greatest good who'd like to serve her tonight. I call upon Yvette, her higher self, her guides, her guardians, ascended masters, angels, ancestors, and anyone who wants to serve her highest and greatest good tonight. I call upon Sandra, I call upon her guides, guardians, ascended masters, angels, ancestors, higher self, and anyone who will serve her highest and greatest good tonight. I call upon Janice, her guides, guardians, ascended masters, ancestors, higher self, and any beings who would serve her highest and greatest good tonight. I call upon Jennifer, higher self, guides, guardians, ascended masters, angels, ancestors, and anyone who would like to serve her highest and greatest good tonight. I call upon Tina W, higher self, guides, guardians, ascended masters, ancestors, and anyone who'd like to serve her highest and greatest good tonight. I call upon Moretta, higher self, guides, guardians, ascended masters, angels, ancestors, and anyone who is serving her highest and greatest good tonight. I call upon Tina and Barry, their highest and greatest good, their guides, their guardians, their ascended masters, angels, and ancestors, and any beings who will serve their highest and greatest good. Thank you. I call upon Spring, guides, guardians, ascended masters, angels, ancestors, and anyone who wants to serve their highest and greatest good. I call upon Chads, guides, guardians, angels, ascended masters, and ancestors, and anyone who will serve his highest and greatest good. I call upon Pamela, guides, guardians, ascended masters, angels, ancestors, and anyone who wants to serve her highest and greatest good tonight. I call upon Autumn, her highest and greatest good, guides, guardians, angels, ascended masters, and ancestors, and any beings who will serve her highest and greatest good. We've got a noisy fire. They are talking. They can't wait to eat your stuff tonight. This fire is hot. Hey, dirty minds. We can have a little fun with this, can't we? I call upon Annette Johnson, guides, guardians, angels, ascended masters, ancestors, and anyone who would like to serve her highest and greatest good tonight. I call upon Kristen, her guides, guardians, angels, ascended masters, and anyone, and ancestors, and anyone who would like to serve her highest and greatest good tonight. I call upon Danielle, guides, guardians, angels, ascended masters, ancestors, and anyone who would like to serve her highest and greatest good, and all of their higher selves to come in now. Call upon Katie's, Vanessa's, Collie's, and Ryan's to come down and help us and serve the greatest good for all involved. Okay, so, ooh, this is really hot on my computer. We'll get it. So what I want to talk about before we go in is I want to do a little bit of a talk about this Virgo season. Virgo is all about making things real. And there's a couple of things that I've been seeing that needs to be burned away in reality. So as we did the build up, I actually had a lot of things come up in the collective on my Facebook feed and even in my personal life that is around scarcity, money scarcity, and lack mentality. There was a lot of shame coming up around practitioners or serving their dharma and allowing us to be supported with our dharma, with our purpose, and with our mission. So we need to all, as a collective, take ownership of where we have lack mentality or fear of scarcity. There's one of you that actually has that a lot in there, so yay. But we really want to tackle some of that scarcity so we can take ownership of our gifts, take ownership of our worth, and allow ourselves to move forth in the world, owning that we can be safe, secure financially as we walk our path forward. This is very important. This is very important for all of us because what we see right now is that there are a lot of people that are willing to take that power. If the pure souls, the light workers, us who are anchored in our heart and our integrity, if we're not willing to really step into our power and take ownership of who we are and what our gifts are and who and why we're here, there's always other people who do not have that alignment or that integrity that are willing to take that power. The reason why sometimes we feel so powerless is because subconsciously or unconsciously we have given our power away. We believe that we need to give our power away and that we have to follow someone else's lead, if you will, instead of really listening to that higher and greater self, that inner voice that lives within inside of us. We need to reestablish, we need to allow ourselves to reemerge with our truth and not be shameful of walking that truth. It's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to not know at first, but when you really start connecting to who you truly are, it is not, what's the Marianne Williamson quote? It's not our darkness that we fear, but our light. Who are we to be magnificent? We are supposed to shine like children do. So if we continue to ask ourselves who we are not to ask for what we need, to really take ownership, who you have to. It's not an option anymore. We are coming into the point where we need all of us to sit in this seat, our seat of power, and allow ourselves to really take ownership of our own gifts and power. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start blessing the sacred cedar. We're going to bless the sacred cedar. And if you can't hear me, I'm going to try to speak as loud as I possibly can. I'm going to bless the sacred cedar, and then I'm going to start doing the intentions. Worm. Yay, it's the Kali show. It's not. Okay. Ooh, it's warm. Okay. So I'm going to just do the blessing for the sacred, and then I will start to speak when it's time to do the burn. He's speaking to us. I hear you. Hey, hey. Calm it down. flow. Who's having resistance? Damn, you're having resistance, mama. Call her out because I know. So we're going to start. I'm going to start with mine because I am a Virgo, and it is our birthday. So we have a couple of birthdays, and we're going to start with the birthdays first. The reason why we start with the birthdays is because we're actually in our first house. And when we're in that first house, that means that we are dealing with ego issues. This is also our self and how we are really anchoring the self for the next year. As we want to, it's not about destroying the ego, but it's about letting the ego that does not serve us begin to fall away, burn away, if you will, so we can rebuild. We are going to be rebuilding, Virgos, for the next 2 weeks at least, because that new moon, we can really set the new intention of how we want to show up with a stronger ego, a stronger sense of self, without apology, but really in our truth and moving forward in this way. What I learned the last 48 hours, 24 hours really, is to show up in my truth, speak my truth without apology, yet also setting a boundary, being kind and in my integrity, but also, and this is really important, not taking it personally when a lot of times when people throw things on us, it's not personal, okay? So that is the new ego, is showing up with responsibility, yet not with the drama, okay? So I burn away. I am Nicole Oman, and I burn away the drama. My need for drama, my addiction to drama, my fear of being seen, my need for validation, my needing to be understood. The ego loves to freak out if it doesn't feel like it's understood or heard or accepted. I let go of the fear of my power, the fear of not being ready, the fear of being seen and not being seen. I burn away my old ego so the new may arise. Let's start with Taisharna. This is from your grandmother. Burn away what is not serving her in her life path. Happy birthday. Let go of low self-esteem, self-doubt, and the fear of the unknown. You're blessed on your new path, my dear. Go with courage, with valor, with love. Listen to your heart. And when you're feeling lost, you're never lost. Come back to this heart. Let go of the doubt and the fear to make a mistake. Janice, happy birthday. She is also a Virgo, August 30th. My brother's birthday, actually. Release worry. I hear you, sister. Virgos love to worry. Let's put a little bit of extra juju for the worry. Limitations and doubt. Suffering on behalf of myself and others to bring about change. Let go of the addiction to the drama and the suffering. Don't need to suffer to learn your lessons. Anything not my highest and greatest good. And any resistance to my soul purpose at this time. I like that. I didn't have to change any of yours. You know what you wanted. This is for Barry and his birthday. Ladies, let's put the energy around him. Help him let go of the fear of the past. Help him let go of the trauma, the PTSD still stuck in his body. And we're going to go to Sandra, who is a Virgo rising. This is how people see us. So when we're a rising or a Virgo rising, this is also kind of connected to ourself, but it's definitely our outward way of being in the world. She wants to anchor in Virgo energy, burning away fear of success. It's a fear of taking ownership of your own success. It's a fear of being seen. You have a little bit of confusion, so we're going to burn away that too. So we're going to go to Victoria. Able to see the truth clearly and act on it with love. So let's burn away confusion, Victoria. Mental confusion, emotional confusion, spiritual confusion, and physical confusion. Any distortion, any negativity and pain body. self-worth. There's self-worth in there, mama. And a little bit of trauma right in your soul, in your sacral. That I'm in harmony with the universe. So let's let go of any disharmony that you have. Disharmony free vent. Trust. Anything that you're not trusting. Let's let go of distrust. Trust yourself more, mama. I think it's your birthday too, yes? I think you have the same birthday as me, if I'm not mistaken. Trust your own guidance. Trust your own voice. Trust your own message. Even if you'll be misunderstood. Fear of being misunderstood. A splinter is not a big deal. Keep moving forward. Don't let it stop you. Even if you feel like you're being detoured, keep going. Come here, Vanessa. You're going to help me with Jennifer. She wants to let go of body image. She wants to let go of body image. Body image is up, guys. Virgo, reality. Job. I want to burn away my overeating habits. I want to burn away the self-shame of being overweight, which keeps me trapped in anxiety, causing me not to show up and live a fulfilling and fun life. I want to burn away anxiety and fear around being a parent. That one I know. Fear of bullying, fear of school shootings, fear of harm and hardship. I want to burn away my fear of connecting with people and forming friendships. I want to burn away the feeling of not fitting in. And not being intelligent enough. I want to burn away the patterns of my DNA that no longer serve me. Anxiety. Connect to the one that you feel connected to the most. Tina W. Now I know, Tina, you were talking about how you wanted to change your intention. And I saw that you were going through a lot. So Tina W, I'm going to do a special prayer for you because I don't know exactly what's going on. I know that you said your world is being turned upside down right now. So I want us all to stay in sacred prayer for someone who is going through a lot, who is having her reality shifted, and that she's having to pull inside at the moment. Let's help her burn away what no longer serves so she can fully embrace this new life that is trying to phoenix and emerge. Allow her to trust her process and to burn away any of the fear, the panic, so she can better align with her truth, her prosperity, and what serves her highest and greatest good. It's a slow burn, so you need to trust it, okay? So yes, you might have a tower experience, but it's burning from the outside in, so you're just gonna have to be patient with this process, Tina. Miranda. Hi, Miranda. I know. She wants to just let go of everything. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, yeah, I get it. She wants to let go of being hard on herself. I know that one. This is to the perfectionists. It's let go of being a perfectionist, Virgos. Virgo energy. The fear of being judged and criticized by others. I hear you, sister. Let go of, I'm going to say not fear, but I want you to let go of control around your relationship. You can't control him. You have to trust. Trust the relationship. Trust your instincts. Guide him, not control him. Encourage him, not control him. It's a hard lesson. Trust me, I understand. Doubt. Distrust around source. The fear of expressing your truth. Any blocks from your heart of experiencing love. This is all trust issues, mama. The burn away trust issues. I hear you. I'm in your boat. I get you. Trust of friendships. Connection to Dharma. Spring. That's spring. We have a spring and an autumn. Where's our summer and
winter?
And winter. Oh,
winter is coming.
We got them all here, I guess. Summer, spring, winter, and fall. Autumn. So we got spring. I'm gonna do some internal prayers for you guys because I know what you're going through, and I'll say some of them out loud. But I want to do some deep personal prayers for you guys because I know that you're going through a lot, you know, and you're really wanting to bring in and help you let go. I'm gonna do Spring and Chad together, actually. Rye, would you come here? Because this is a sacred partnership. And I want you to hold space for Chad. And I want to bring, just sacred partnership. Yeah, it is what it is. Let go of any past drama with ex, both. Letting go of the frustration that you have with your ex-partners. I want you to hold Chad's intention, and he's going through a lot of physical stuff. So I want you all, because he got in a car accident a few years ago and he's still going through a lot of body trauma. Allow him to be safe in his body and let go of the physical, emotional, spiritual, and mental anguish and pain that is causing him. Let go of any distortion that you have around your careers. And help bring them new opportunity. And new friendships, because they're my neighbors. And I want to do a special prayer for you. Hold on. Pam. Thank you, babe. Is everything okay? The fire's like, yep. I didn't get to talk to you yet, Pam, but I will talk to you in the next day. I know you're going through a lot with your career. Your Saturn and Capricorn transit in your home. Let go of what no longer serves you anymore, Pam. Any pain, physical pain that you're going through. Trust your reality. Even if it's breaking down for a reason. Let go of the fear of it all falling apart. Autumn. I love this, both of you. Pam and Autumn said, moving forward with maturity. La la la. Autumn, overcoming fear of the unknown. Autumn, you are safe. This is coming from a trust issue too. You got a lot of trust issues going on, guys. Trust. Faith. Connection to spirit. If you are in the fear, connect back to spirit. Autumn. Fear of the void is what they're telling me. So the fear of the unknown is just fear of what's not familiar. They're saying trust the void, because if you allow yourself to trust the void, new can happen in that space. So try to shift the fear into excitement. Nervousness or anxiety is just excitement and fear mixed together. If you can shift from focusing just on the fear or the uncomfortable, and you can find that excitement, then you can find the play. And you can trust the void space. The void space is where you create the new. Annette. Scarcity, mama. Scarcity. Lack mentality. Let's let go of your lack mentality. Connect to your root and your sacral chakra so you can create and ground. Let go of your debts. And you know, honestly, it's a worth. You have to take ownership of where you have resistance to the new opportunity. Help her with her debts this year. Help her with her debts. Abundance and prosperity, please. Kristen. Fear. Let's feel into your self-sabotaging behaviors. So what they're showing me, and I had a conversation with a dear Virgo of mine today, what they're telling me is we a lot of times look for the self-sabotaging behaviors in the big stuff. But self-sabotaging behaviors are always in the subtle moments. It's when we go into drama instead of connecting back to ourselves. It's in those subtle moments or in the moment itself of where you can actually have your power to change. If you are scared of self-sabotaging behaviors, you have to let go of the fear of seeing it and taking responsibility for it. If you could see it in the moment is where you get your power back. So when you start feeling the anxiety coming on, or you start feeling like you're out of alignment, it's when you shift that behavior and you turn the mirror around on yourself, you point it out where it might be in the body, or just going anxiety, 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 and choosing something else. If you have anxiety or fear, it's choosing trust, faith, or connection to your higher and greater good. Remember, it's in the subtle moments, not just the big ones. Have faith in the subtle moments that you can change those self-sabotaging behaviors. Have courage, valor for forgiveness. Forgiveness takes a lot of courage because we have to let go of our egos and sink into the place of the heart, but it will set you free. And by doing that, you will respect yourself. Danielle. Anger, good. Anger, fire, anger, burning away. Not the anger can help us. It can serve us. It's the violence. And when we are out of alignment with our anger, because anger and love together is passion, and that creates energy and movement. But if you're in anger or in resentment, you find that you're connected more to rage and violence. And if you have shame left in your body, that's when it turns violent. Whether it turns violent into ourselves and we go into self-loathing, or if it goes to other people and we feel loathing or resentment to them, it's still an act of rage or violence. Letting go of your unalignment of the anger and reconnect it with love so it turns into passion. Letting go of the past. 11 years, Mama. It's time to let it go. Her husband. Fear of new business. And not being good enough and unsupported. If you don't feel like you're supported, you might be having pain in your lower back, says the Virgo, and it physicalizes in some way. Support that lower back. Do something physical that's really going to support you. Do stretching and yoga and lose that fear of support. If you know somebody that you trust, allow them to hold the small of your back or anywhere you feel tension in your back, and allow them to have their hands on your back, so you can feel what it feels like to receive support. Because sometimes the reason why we don't have support is we don't trust people to support us. I hear you, I've done it. But it's okay to receive that support. If you've been betrayed in the past, that's where your block is, okay? I want to go back just a moment I want to give a little bit more love to Torshana. They just keep showing me her walking out the front door and like that song, what is it? Unwritten.
The rest is just
Unwritten. To support this beautiful young lady as she goes on her new adventure and journey. And back to Janice. I want to give a little bit more love to birthday Janice and Yvette and me and Phoenix and all the Virgos. Yay. So there's a lot of dirt in here, ladies, that you can sift through and try to get some for you. We have a lot more up there too if you want to sanctify your own and just do a prayer. And you can get it from the front and do it on your own. No, you can do it now. You can go ahead. I want you guys to do it. I'm gonna put. That's cool. Sorry, Nikki's. I'm putting blessing in the fire. It's alcohol. allowed to have a little fun with it, right?
Playtime.
So now, if anything I did not mention, or you have any last intentions you'd like to burn in the fire, please burn it now. If you are not part of this ceremony and did not pay, you can go ahead and put in whatever you'd like now, because you can, and I'm allowing you to do so. And Katie and Vanessa, you can go ahead and do yours. And Ryan, if you wanted to put any for you as well, burning away. You're about to get initiated, so do what you need to do. Fire starter. He's representing all the men. Yay. So as this all burns away, I'd like to say a closing prayer to set this in. So just so you know, it's done. However, the full moon is exactly at 6 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. So it's going to burn away all night. If your dreams are funky, I would not be surprised. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are still processing all night, I wouldn't be surprised. We have this bit of a corridor that's going to happen until that full moon hits, and then shoo, it's going to shoot out. It is going to ground for the rest of Virgo season. So if you got a new moon puja with me, this work is going to happen in the next 2 weeks, a lot of it. And then we'll seal it in that new moon with your new moon intentions, okay? Also, what I want to say, as we start to kind of really work on that, yes, we're burning this away, but does that mean that like God magically takes all of our issues and are like, oh yeah, good, they're gone. You don't have to deal with it. No, but you know what this does? What I find when I do puja, especially when I get one done from Amma, is that yes, do I still have that karma that comes back and kind of shows itself to me? Absolutely. But do I feel more supported? Yes. And is it not so harsh? Yes. So I do a puja every year with because I have a karmic little tie around sisterhood or women. And so I do one every year. And man, if I don't do it exactly at that year, I start getting these weird relationships that come in and they're kind of funky. But as soon as I do that puja, they're still there, but it doesn't affect me. And it's not so harsh. So if it lightens up, that's a good thing. Also, the reason why we're giving you sacred ash is because it is there to support you. It's there to give you courage and support. So as we burn these things away, it burns a layer, it burns a distortion layer of that. And it also allows us to see it with more maturity and with more integrity. I can't burn all your challenges away because sometimes the challenges are on our path to help us learn. But if we're so overwhelmed and we're so inundated with all of this stuff, we can't see straight and things get jumbled up and we just go into apathy or paralyzation, or we just go into analysis paralysis. Let's burn away analysis paralysis, Virgos. And I go into that as well. And then we just spin on a kind of a record player, right? We spin on a loop. We don't want to do that. So this is giving us clarity. That's giving us support. This fire is giving us that intensity, that energy that we need to push through that, find our courage, and find our alignment and balance. And as we begin to do that, then we can show up better in the world and it doesn't feel so overwhelming. We want to let go of the overwhelm. So you will have your sacred ass your sacred ass. I'm a sacred ass today. Okay. You're going to have your sacred ash and it's going to come in the mail. And as it comes in the mail, I want you to put that on your altar. If you have both the new moon and the full moon, we are going to mark the bags. Don't worry. And you will keep them on your altar when you're going through an echo of what we just burnt away. I want you to put that where it feels necessary. So you might want to put them on your forehead, your heart, your solar plexus, your sacral chakra, your root, whatever you want to do. Use these ashes to get you back to this energy of let go, of letting go, because that's what we're here to do, is let go. With the new moon intentions, you take that ash when you want to bring that in, when you really want to anchor those new intentions and emphasize them, if you will. So then we ask the fire if it's complete. It's going to burn for a little bit. We still have a lot of the intention burning. There's like this big clump that we're going to have to get there. Feels good. Any last minute things for you, just throw it in the fire. No, it's done. They're done. All right, ladies. We're going to do Om Loka Samasta. If you want to join too, Ryan, it's up to you. Oh, yay. The irreverent Ryan. And sing it if you know it. Om Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Shri Pyo Namaha. Hari Om. Many blessings, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope that you feel that support, our love, our complete reverence to your process and to yourself. Thank you so much. I am so grateful for each one of you. And thank you so much for showing up for yourself and allowing me to support you through your process. I love you all. Have a beautiful night and have a great full moon. Namaste. And so be it.